Only Jesus is still my name, and I change it not. You know, one Hollywood actor and the actor content creator. Wherever you are, tu salumozia, madolumozia, bam, bam, bam. That is, imi is ozia, imi is evidia, man imi is henina. Hey, imbunambu, latest update, latest and the highest. That is, akumili from the source to you now. So, buloche, bianso, gather people, borrow chair and come and listen to this. It is very, very important. More than important. Yes. Hey, nah. If things are happening under the sun, it depends on the one you have witnessed. Even the Boshi now, you have not seen it before. Yes. Man in the fear now. And act fast. Yes, act very, very fast. Are you a Biafran? You will go with Soro. Oh yeah.
Where as at that time, you know, but the APC northern governors went on their knees and pleaded, and that was what actually happened. If not, I don't think we should be talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his foreign policies currently now. But look at it from another perspective. You know, there's a problem now between the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a southerner, and this vice president Shetima, who is a northerner. Now, if you look at it very well, the picture is that Shetima is being relegated by Tinubu Lagos forces in the Aso Rock, and which has triggered that Shetima to begin to romance deeply with core northern political power players. You know, he was the one that led Buhari from Daura to Kaduna, where Buhari is stationed now. There's a reason why Buhari is stationed in Kaduna, you know, because the suspicion that APC bloc that form APC is definitely going to pull out at the end of the day. There's also so many other blocks that's within the APC, you know, that's of northern bloc and an alliance and merger or coalition, whatever, that gave back to APC. But Tinubu having assessed that clearly, and even though he was being brought by the northerners, you know, the northerners have seen that the possibility of Tinubu dismantling the northern structure, sending a wrong signal to the middle belt against the core north, you know. So the guy is playing a very dangerous dark politics at this point. So it becomes very clearly that the signs on the wall is signaling that Nigeria is going to enter an era of deep somersault, you know, crashing as a nation, possibly, and the system is going to erupt. That will lead to that, possibly from north. You know, you can see the intensity of killing, majorly in the middle belt axis down to some part of the eastern part of the country. You know, so looking at that, there might be an intelligence report, even though Tinubu has mandated the Nuhu Ribadu and the rest of them. He cannot be rest assured that those people are at his back to carry out to make sure that this killing stops. It has been there always. But the main thing is that looking at the governor himself of Delta State, who has spearheaded mass defection, the gale of defection to APC and the powers that be, unfortunately, with that ideology that the Nigerian politicians do, that's what they are. You know, somebody that was a vice president or in the last election under Atiku was the one who is seen moving to APC. And there's another big man behind the scene who shared the same political space and a colleague of the present president of Nigeria, talking about James Ibori, who structures was reactivated by immediately Tinubu came to power because they were all former colleagues. The same politics Odzokal is trying to play in Abia State is what has triggered that, and the threat of corruption charges and here and there over this, because once you move to APC, your sins has been forgiven. So now, but the people themselves of Delta State are not in support of that movement, but Tinubu is playing politics of money. The governors have more allocations now than ever in any history of Nigeria's leadership under democratic setting, where the governors experience huge amount of allocation. So with this threat, let me put it that way, or signal coming from the entire southern bloc that Tinubu has finally swallowed the southern bloc, and standing firm against the north. The north is already seeing this, that the possibility that if they reject Tinubu finally, that it might lead to breakup of Nigeria. And the signals are there. Some analysts have put it in that direction, because the rising, the uprising, the gang up from the north might result to violent or chaos against any southern interest within the political space, and that might engineer, the final collapse of Nigeria. And the north are saying they are ready. If Nigeria can collapse, they are ready. After all,
are you sure they are ready? With what on ground? Are you sure the northern?
Of course, you can see one of the special advisors to Tinubu, who served under Buhari, who just resigned from Tinubu's government. I think something Ahmed or whatever, who happens to be the secretary of Northern Forum Arewa Consultative Forum, who made it very clearly, that the North is going to decide on the direction that we want to go at the end of the day. But whatever happens, what of if tomorrow we wake up, we see all the entire Northern governors of 19 states moving back to CPC? What will happen to APC? So that's why people are saying that the man is playing a very dangerous, dark politics. That that can lead to collusion. And that can trigger political unrest in the country, because the North will say, we brought you and you are sending this kind of signal to the entire North. And remember also to that Tinubu might likely have his way at the end of the day.
You don't see them, and they have had, yes.